Are you ready to begin?
May I light a cigarette?
You may.
Okay. Where shall I start?
Start at the beginning. The camera is rolling.
It began on the wrong side of midnight, in a pub. The jukebox had been playing the same 5 songs all night, but punters were too fucked up to notice. A blank page sat before me. The unspoiled nature of the paper drove me to the bottom of a glass. Like I thought that booze would help me write like Charles fucking Bukowski. The first thing I noticed about him was his ring. It was inscribed with something, but I couldn't make out what it said.
He approached you.
I'd use approach loosely. He ordered something on the rocks, tapped his finger on my notepad, asked if I had writer's block. Something like that, I replied.
Describe him.
He was distinctive looking. Well, he had a gap between his 2 front teeth, and his open collared shirt displayed a handful of chest hair. It was hot in the bar. It was sweaty, really, but he kept his leather jacket on the whole time. Packet of Marlboro poking out of the pocket. His hair was just beginning to thin, and he was conscious of it. I could tell by the way he'd combed it. I like to write surrounded by people. You know, the subjects I study become the characters on the page. Be it a slight tremor of a hand on a glass or a stolen glance between 2 strangers. Writers need to observe their subjects, see what's written between the lines. It's the ones who want to be noticed that are often the most insecure. And that's how he was. He asked me who she was, and I remember he laughed when I said a local girl. Is that what you write about? He asked me. Local girls in local bars. Well, I said, it's often local girls who have the best stories. He said, I've rarely found that to be the case. At this point, he gets the barman's attention, who thrusts something neat under my nose. A votre santé, he said. To good health.
Did he tell you his name?
No. Neither did I ask. Well, why would I? It was a chance meeting of convenience, an encounter between two strangers with a drink in their hand and a cigarette between their teeth. Must have been about 2 a.m. by the time the barmaid called last orders. And the drunks began to scatter into the night with nothing but hazy memories and empty pockets. I reached out my hand, but he didn't take it. Instead, he stubbed out his cigarette and put his hand on my leg. I'm meant to observe me. I'm not meant to be subject to observation. I mean, this cunt had seen right through me, and it didn't feel nice. I had options. Well, I had 2 options to be exact. Option A, I could bid him farewell, turn my back. Or option B, I could walk towards the fire, towards the promise of something more.
And which option did you choose?
Do you really think I'd be here if I turned my back? No, I walked towards the fire. I walked towards the fire, and fuck me, I got burned. Common rule in writing is the show don't tell rule. I'm sure you've probably heard of it. Chekhov once said, Don't tell me the moon is shining. Show me the glint of moonlight on a broken glass. For example, instead of saying Vince sat behind a microphone, you could instead describe the perturbed way I'm sitting, or the slight shake of my hand as I bring the cigarette to my lips. Anyway, you know where I'm going with this? You want to see the moonlight on the broken glass. Just let me have a break first.
Are you okay to continue?
You know, Oscar Wilde once said, anyone who lives within his means suffers from a lack of imagination. I've struggled with that sentence for years, and now, only now, do I think I finally understand it. To call yourself a writer, I mean, a real fucking writer, you have to cut yourself open and bleed onto the paper. You have to, I'm speaking figuratively here, of course, but every time you've tasted blood, every punch to the balls that you've ever taken has to somehow translate to marks on a page. And that's when you know that your shit is worth reading. And anyway, what does it matter now? Back to the story at hand, I suppose. You all have homes to go to, at least.
Where did he take you?
I couldn't tell you. Never rely on a drunken fool for directions. He told me to take a shower. He said, when you return, I want you to fuck me. If you don't want to fuck me, then I suggest you leave. Do you understand? I told him I understood.
How did it feel?
Whatever that means, whatever you're asking me, I refuse to answer. Although I suppose refusal to answer a question is an answer in itself. If you know how to read the cards. Afterwards, he used a rolled up note to snort a line of Charlie. seemed to notice the bit of residue which clung to his nostril. It's fascinating, isn't it, how a creature so bewitching can become so vulgar at the click of a finger.
Tell the candle why you're here today.
Let me ask you a question. How much should a solitary moment of weakness cost? How far should the punishment go? When they told me what I had, I didn't even really hear the whole diagnosis. I only heard the word. God, I wish he'd just pushed a gun into my temple and pulled the trigger. I mean, surely that's preferable to feeling the rot at the centre of my body spread to the parts around it.
How long?
Who's to say? It's a race against the hourglass now. Indulge me. Let's pretend that I'm a character on the page. Only this character has my reflection. Now, a negative character arc is one of the cornerstones of the Shakespearean tragedy. This is driven by something called the flawed belief, which in this case would be my apparently naive belief that a solitary moment of weakness would be inconsequential. The setup, so to speak, would describe the encounter at the bar, right up to the point where he puts his hand on my knee. This triggers the inciting incident, which is when he asks me to And now we come to the climax. Coward's way out. However, there is one last twist in this tale. knife in her back hangs between my legs. Every good story has its victim, I suppose. I just wish it wasn't her. But the virus has sunk its teeth deep into the both of us. Now I see the darkness in her eyes. I see the frailty of her skin, and I pray for her mercy. Or for the fucking axe to fall. My body deserves to rot. I deserve to feel every second of it. But in this story, the credits roll over a silent screen. And the epilogue is the bleakest of tragedies. The good, the bad, and the innocent all succumb to the hand of the reaper. Now turn off that fucking camera and let me die